Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Lucas here. Welcome to my video. Today we're going to be talking about this beautiful Mayones Regius 7-string guitar. I'll be doing a tone test, so I'll be playing a bunch, and I'll have a review towards the end of the video. So this guitar it has a maple top, it's a neck through with the swamp ash back and sides, and an ebony fingerboard, and we have a 3-way switch with Bare Knuckle Silos, so we're just going to be using humbuckers for today. So I hope you enjoy the sounds. Let me know what you think about the tone. And I'll be briefly discussing some of the Axe Effects settings before each clip. So if you're into that, I think you'll really enjoy it. Alright, so in Axe Effects, I made a preset just specifically for this video. So for the first tone, we're going to be doing kind of a Glassy Clean. And we're using the USA Pre-Clean amp model through the Ownhammer 412 Marshall EVH V30. I'm going to be using this cab for every patch. And lastly, it's going to have a touch of reverb from the Sun plate. I do have a little bit of compression on these clean sounds, but it's not much. It's just a little tiny bit, maybe like 1 or 2 dB max. Alright, so our second patch is going to be a wetter clean sound. So I have a ping pong delay set up, and the amp is going to be actually the Bogner Shiva clean. Same cabinet, and with a touch of reverb and a touch of chorus as well. The third amp sound we're going to be doing is an Edge of Breakup tone. So I'm using the Band Commander, which is like a vintage Fender style amp. It is going to be boosted pretty hard. And we have a touch of reverb, touch of chorus. This time we're using a spring reverb. Really not too much. I tried to keep it dry. And yeah, check it out. Alright, for our fourth scene, we have another Edge of Breakup tone, but it's more of a greasy, bluesy lead. So I turned on the ping pong delay, and the amp is the Bogner Shiva model. It is being driven, and we do have a touch of chorus. Our fifth scene is going to be kind of a 2000s modern crunch sound. I was going for sort of like a Papa Roach type of tone. So for this we have the Brit 800 mod, so it's like a modded JCM 800 type of sound. We do have a noise gate, and other than that it's pretty dry. Our sixth scene is going to be a metalcore rhythm high gain sound. So for this we're going to be using the Fractal Audio Systems modern patch, and I have the mid scooped a little bit. So this one's going to be kind of more of a beefy high gain metal tone with scooped mids vibes, kind of like As I Lay Dying or Trivium. Our seventh patch is also going to be another high gain sound. This is more of a djent mid-range oriented high gain tone, and I'm going to be using the FAS 6160, which is modeled after a PV type style amplifier or an EVH type of vibe. And I am boosting it pretty hard. So yeah, we'll see how it sounds. I think it's a little bit more mid-rangey than the last sound. So check it out. Oh, and there's also a noise gate. Alright, our eighth and final tone is going to be a high gain lead sound. We're using the FAS Modern amp again, but we have the mids cranked up a little more and the presence down relative to where it was earlier. And we do have a delay. I have a Bucket Brigade delay, so it's kind of a darker delay sound, a touch of chorus, and a touch of reverb. So here we go. So as far as my review of this guitar and the sounds that we got, it's obviously a really beautiful instrument. I love the way that it looks. The first thing that I noticed is that the fretboard is very flat, so that's kind of a new thing for me, and there also are not any dot markers on the front, so that can definitely be an adjustment to play. I was really impressed with just a three-way switch, how many different sounds we were able to get. I think these pickups are quite amazing. And the way that they sound in the guitar is very interesting. I think that the mid-range definitely, I needed to work to get that dialed in the way that I wanted to. It sounded a little congested to me, just plugged straight in. So I thought that on the neck pickup, it had a nice kind of roundness and woodiness, but the top end sounded a little plasticky to me. I wish that it had sort of more sparkle or chiminess to it. It just felt kind of round and almost like jazzy and stiff, which was not great. And with higher gain sounds, it just got way too out of control with the bass. And in the bridge position, I thought that it sounded really good, honestly. I do kind of wish that these pickups were more aggressive, so I may look into swapping them out for something else that just is more tailored towards like playing metal, because probably that's what I'm going to be doing on this guitar, to be honest. I'm not really going to be playing R&B or pop or anything on this. So I may look into that in the future. Let me know what you think about that idea. And I'd love to have coil splits, so I think that's also going to be part of the project going forward. So let me know what you guys thought of the tone. That's just kind of my review of the guitar. It's very, very beautiful. I'm so fortunate to have this, and I love all the guitars that Mayones is making. Definitely going to be working on getting better at playing 7-string and stuff like that, especially for cleans and chords and stuff. It's definitely a whole other ball game than 6-string. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you want more videos about the Axe Effects patches or some of these guitars, different tone tests, I might actually do one like a tone comparison if I decide to change these pickups. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely subscribe and let me know what you think. I'm out of here. Take it easy.